When the All-Star Game finally arrives at Dodger Stadium in 2022, let's just call it a home game. On the first baseline, representing the Los Angeles Angels, please welcome Shohei Ohtani, Anthony Rendon and Mike Trout. And, on the third baseline, representing the Los Angeles Dodgers, please welcome Cody Bellinger, Buehler and Mookie Betts. That star-studded scenario presented itself Wednesday with news that the Dodgers and Betts reached agreement on a 12-year, $365 million contract extension that makes him the second highest-paid player in the game, trailing only Trout. That news is worth dreaming on, a splash of jubilation amid a year of sorrow, for in 2022 the two LA teams could feature 6 of the 10 best players in the major leagues. There have been 4 seasons of Betts in Los Angeles, even before the regular season actually gets started Thursday. There was the season of joy in February, when the Dodgers acquired a dynamic Betts in his prime, in what for this team was an unprecedented expenditure of cash and prospects for the chance to win, not to win the division yet again, but to go all in to win the World Series. There was the season of frustration in March, when the coronavirus shut down the sport, and owners and players struck a deal that meant Betts could have left as a free agent this fall without playing a single game for the Dodgers. There was the season of ambivalence in June, when owners and players struck another deal, this one for a 60-game season. Yes, Betts would play in LA, but he could have ended up playing fewer games for the Dodgers than Garret Anderson. And now there is the season of exultation, with Betts committing to the Dodgers likely for the rest of his career. The free agent market this fall could be one of tremendous caution, particularly for teams hesitant about offering long-term deals at a time when long-term revenues are uncertain. With the acceleration of cord cutting during the pandemic, can teams continue to rely on massive rights fees from cable and satellite television? When might fans be allowed to return to ballparks in small numbers, and when might they feel comfortable doing so in large numbers? The Dodgers need not worry about local television revenues anytime soon. Their record $8.35 billion SportsNet LA contract extends through 2038. The Dodgers perennially lead the major leagues in attendance, and they boast the largest stadium. If teams are limited for some time to, say, 50% of capacity, that's 28,000 fans per game at Dodger Stadium and 878 fans at Fenway Park in Boston. Capacities are likely to vary, as determined by local and state public health officials. The Betts extension covers 12 years, not 2. If industry revenues have not rebounded by the time the next decade rolls around, baseball would have more pressing concerns than the Betts contract. And, after years of managing their payroll brilliantly, the Dodgers signed Betts without much of a payroll sweat.